U.S. President Donald Trump on Tuesday announced that he was pulling America out of a nuclear agreement that the previous administration had sealed with Iran in 2015. Trump, who had campaigned against the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or the JCPOA as it is technically called, said he would soon order installing a tough regime of sanctions against Iran.
I am announcing today that the United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal. In a few moments, I will sign a presidential memorandum to begin reinstating U.S. nuclear sanctions on the Iranian regime. We will be instituting the highest level of economic sanction. Any nation that helps Iran in its quest for nuclear weapons could also be strongly sanctioned by the United States.
Trump's announcement drew immediate reactions from America's allies that had joined Washington in signing the JCPOA with Iran. France, Germany, and Britain said they regretted the move, while Russia and China, two other signatories, said they were disappointed.
The European Union regrets today's statement by the President of the United States of America on the nuclear deal with Iran. As long as Iran continues to implement its nuclear-related commitments, as it is doing so far, the European Union will remain committed to the continued full and effective implementation of the nuclear deal.
Well, I think Trump has a number of motivations. One, he seems to be lockstep with Benjamin Netanyahu, who clearly wants the deal broken. So one, he seems to want to please Netanyahu, but also I fear that Trump may be interested in a wider war in the Middle East, which would include Iran, which is the scariest possibility that backing out of this deal presents.
Analysts believe that Trump's decision was based on many flawed grounds. Most importantly, he emphasized in his speech that Iran is still developing nukes. This is something that has not been previously raised by U.S. intelligence agencies, nor the International Atomic Energy Agency, the IAEA, that has Iran's nuclear energy program under watchful eyes. Besides, the IAEA has repeatedly acknowledged Iran's compliance with the JCPOA, thus removing any excuse for a leader like Trump to accuse the Islamic Republic of any nuclear wrongdoing. Many now say Trump either knows something that the American people still do not know, or has created an anti-Iran hypothesis which is based on fiction, not facts. Many believe Trump put America's reliability as a negotiator at stake through his anti-Iran move. They also say Trump's move would lead to the isolation of America before its allies that had been pushing for the past weeks to keep Washington in the deal.
Well, I certainly think that this shows the U.S. to be an unreliable negotiator, because no one is claiming that Iran has failed to live up to its side of the bargain. Everyone agrees that it has. And now the U.S. is backing out anyways. And frankly, backing out after never fully even living up to its obligations to remove all the sanctions. So I think the world has to view the U.S. as a party that it cannot rely upon in negotiation.
It appears that President Trump opened a new chapter in the long history of U.S. animosities against the Iranian people. It may be difficult now to determine what the impacts of this would be on the Iranian people. What is clear, though, is that a nation that has been greatly suffering from sanctions will now know who to blame. Analysts also expect a turmoil in ties between the U.S. and its allies over a move that many still believe was not necessary.